Everything we draw in CogSketch is a glyph, and the way to create glyphs is by clicking the Finish Glyph button as you draw. But sometimes you might find that it's easier to draw everything first and then split them up into separate glyphs after the fact. So I'll show you how to do that right now. So I've drawn a stick figure of a person and a house, and when I click Finish Glyph, you can see that it all becomes one glyph. And on the bottom left hand side of the sketch, you can see a glyph thumbnail pane that shows the person and the house as the same color, and that means that CogSketch considers them both to be part of the same glyph. But if I want CogSketch to think of the person and the house as two separate things, I want them to be two separate glyphs, and that's where the ink lasso tool comes in. The ink lasso tool is located on the toolbar, and it has a picture of a lasso with the word ink underneath. So go ahead and press that down, and now you're in ink selection mode, which means you can select individual ink strokes. So I'm going to select only the ink that corresponds to the person. When I do that, the Ink Properties tab pops up, and you can see that there's a button that says Split Out Ink into a New Glyph. I press that button, and now the person is its own glyph, and the house is its own glyph. And indeed, you can see on the glyph thumbnail pane that they're two separate colors. So now, if I go back into Glyph Select mode and I select them, I can move them independently, and I could assign them to labels that are independent of each other.